You're watching a Big Z review. A House of Dynamite is a new political thriller that just came out on Netflix. And it has some interesting moments, but by the end, I was just frustrated with this film.
Have we seen that country before?
No.
Is this real?
Stratcom is asking for launch instructions right now. I'm gonna need you to breathe.
We are talking about hitting a bullet with a bullet.
So this was directed by Kathryn Bigelow, from Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30. And it was written by Noah Oppenheim, who is like the president of NBC News. It's kind of funny, just doing a random script, I guess. And it has like a giant cast of people that are only going to be on the screen for at most 10 minutes. And I think that's probably the weakest part of the film. I had no one to grab onto. And I feel like it's so weird how the formatting of this film is there's nothing here. Because like, you see these characters, you see a certain set of characters, then you go from the start of it to like, not quite the end of it, and then you rewind time and follow a different set of characters for 10 minutes. Then go back in time and follow another different set of characters for 10 minutes. Go back in time and follow another set of characters for 10 minutes. And it's like by the time at the end, like there's one that's with Idris Elba as the President of the United States. There's a guy that, I think he's like a general or something. Or is it the Secretary of Defense? One thing is like, okay, why do I need his viewpoint character again? Oh, okay, he has a daughter that's a famous actress in real life that is going to be here for a cameo for 15 seconds. And they're like, oh, he's estranged from her. And okay. And she might die in a nuclear holocaust because she lives in Chicago. Okay, so move on. Because like I felt like, especially at this point, I felt like there was no way we're going to have an end to this. I looked at it, it was under 2 hours long, and if I gave me a bunch of credits, I'm like, where are we going? And by the time it gets to the end, spoiler, there is no ending. Who the fuck knows what happens? Maybe this bomb, this missile that they detected, that they weren't able to detect where it came from, and we weren't able to knock it down, and it's crossing over the United States. Maybe it's a dud. Maybe it's a satellite. Maybe it's a nuclear bomb that's going to hit Chicago. Maybe it's going to crash into nowhere. Maybe we're going to retaliate. Maybe we're going to retaliate even though nothing happened. Maybe the world is going to end. It's like, it's so odd. And it's like, the whole idea is like a potential of, like, is our defense, is like the fact that everyone has nukes. But if one person fired a nuke, then what's your response supposed to be? Because if you fire a nuke back, you kind of have to. But if you do, and every other country might fire a nuke, and now the world's over. Like it's a house built on dynamite. And it's an interesting idea. But as a movie, it is so unsatisfying. Like it's just like, and there's no, I think a movie would be much better and be paced much better if like you had it all happening at one time. But instead, having the scene, and you see like, later on, you see the conversation from the other side of the phone. And I was like, what the fuck is the point of this? And I mean, sometimes the movie even thinks that, because they fast forward through the conversation like, oh, you already saw that. It doesn't really matter anymore. And it's like, then why are you showing me at all? What's the point of it? It's bad filmmaking to me. Like, there's nothing here. Like, it's kind of interesting, but in the end, like, what's the point of it other than to say, yeah, nuclear war sucks. We could all die if one person sends out a missile. Fuck me, right? I just didn't get it, and I didn't like it. And it annoys me because I love Rebecca Ferguson. I think she could have been the viewpoint character if you stayed with her longer. But the fact that it jumped all over the place, Like everyone's on. It was supposed to be like a secret that Idris Elba, the president of the United States, but like he's like for most of the movie, he's on the phone and there's a blank screen. Like I know his voice. I know who that is. What does it matter? Why are you hiding him from us? It's so odd. Everything about it is just kind of odd. I mean, it's an interesting premise, but there's nothing really here. Probably give it like a 5 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.